What is up? It's Friday. What's going on, you guys? Happy Friday to you. October 22nd. We are now officially in Scorpio season. How's everybody doing? How's the energy? Hope everybody's doing okay with the energy. I'm just going with it. Peaks and valleys, peaks and valleys, peaks and valleys. Hanging in there. Rolling with it. All right, you guys. So let's see what wants to come through for today, Friday. Conceiving magic integration. Okay, this is good. There is an opportunity for you to really create something through focused awareness and intention that moves beyond a grander expression of what you thought. Bigger. Think bigger. It's like you might have been looking kind of like this. Think like this. Think much bigger than that. Because I think what's happening is that you're kind of going through this experience that is shifting you're just learning some new things about yourself. And I think that's what I mean by bringing things together in a way that's really balanced, so that you see yourself, like really being able to see something that brings things together in a way that you really can see how to bring all these elements of yourself together, so that you are really standing in a very powerful place that is in integrity and is bringing all these pieces of yourself together. You're conceiving something very beautiful that's going to be bigger than you can really see right now, but it's really important that you're harmonizing these energies and you're really staying balanced. So by really, you might be struggling, because you might be at this point where you're like, what is going on? And you might not be able to see beyond that experience. And it's going to be important that even in that experience of that fate, when you're facing that adversity, that you really continue to integrate the parts of yourself the parts of yourself that you know that you can trust, that you can tap into your inner knowing that you are moving in the right direction, that you are able to overcome whatever obstacles are in your face, whatever adversity you're confronted with right now, is just trusting in something very magical to come together. So you're creating something, it's coming together, it's integrating, and you might not necessarily see that right now. And so you might be getting down on yourself. So it's going to be really important that you continue to anchor in trusting in your inner knowing that you are going in the right direction, even when you feel loss and difficulty or whatever adversity you're confronted with, that you're able to trust in your own ability to continue to navigate whatever terrain you're trying to overcome. So, trust, you guys. Trust in what's possible. Trust in the magic that's being unfolded in front of you. Even if you can't see it, it's happening. Empress, yeah. Wow. Okay. The Empress, Conception and the Empress are essentially the same frequency. The Empress is conceiving something very beautiful, abundant, magical out of her heart chakra. Yes. You guys, yes. All right, so let's see. Collaborating, but it's going to be really important that whatever message, this is about trusting that that there's messages that are coming through to you in your dreams. Trusting whatever messages are coming through about whatever is done, overcoming challenges so that you can really celebrate the clarity that you're receiving. Yeah, there's something very... Okay. The Ten of Swords has been showing up a lot lately. You guys, there's something here about really surrendering to, again, whatever adversity it is, whatever difficulty you're at the end of. And I think you're kind of going back and forth about having to make some decisions, and you're going to be confronted with having to make a decision about what you want to commit yourself to. And I think it's going to be really important that that this is going to bring you some real good clarity, real good, like the wisdom that's going to come from this is going to give you the understanding that you've been seeking so that you can continue to move on the journey. I think there's been this time with when the planets have been in retrograde, I think there's been this sort of experience over the last few months, that you've kind of been not clear about where you're headed, and a lot of indecision, a lot of indecisive, what am I doing kind of energy. And I think we're coming to a completion around that's ending, and it might feel very difficult. There might be something that is going to feel very difficult, and it's going to be important that you continue to stand in your power and truth and trust that where you're headed is going to be inspired, celebratory. It's like you're at the end of a cycle and things are coming into balance. You are moving in a very calm direction, but there's a lot of Justice, Six of Swords, which is very balanced, harmonious energy, and Tower, which is very not. It's like ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam. It's like something's happening here that is gonna shake you up and maybe change your experience. And because of that change, it's going to create some new balance, a new mission. There's a new maybe experience on the horizon. And it's going to be very, I think, positive and in alignment with what you value. I see Taurus and Libra again. I saw Taurus and Libra yesterday. So there's something about Taurus and Libra here. I also see Gemini. But the Hierophant, Taurus, Justice, Libra, and the Empress is Libra and Taurus together. Oh, and Leo. So there's something here about you really overcoming some pretty big, whatever adversity you've been confronted with, and really getting anchored into some very inspired energy. People, I think, see you as as something that is I think people see you as inspiration, as a space of happiness, as a community. And there's some truth that you're really gaining around who you really are and what you're really up to. And that is going to catapult you forward. I think there's some energy that's going to come towards you that you're going to see really clearly around, who is this? There's a Knight of Wands energy here. Who is this Knight of Wands energy? you may have been, there may have been a mindset around how you should be receiving something, an offer. And I think that you're healing from whatever the mindsets have been that you have settled for. And you're really gaining some clarity around what you're willing to accept and not accept. And this could be related to how you collaborate with a work relationship. This could be related to any relationships, anything that you're creating, anything that you're bringing into fruition. This is all about you and your life and what you're willing to receive and accept, and what you no longer feel is who you are. And healing from whatever mindsets have kept you in a particular experience where I was talking about earlier that has kept you small. You're evolving out of, you're leveling up your worth, your self-worth, what you're willing to receive, who you know yourself to be able to contribute. Ace of Wands, Seven of Cups, Queen of Cups. And you're being really inspired to weigh out all your options related to what makes you happy. What's going to be good for you? What feels in alignment with who you're becoming? So, learning some new things about your own power and authority, your own ability to stand powerfully in a position of leadership, and really learning how to direct this energy, command this authority in a way that's grounded and entrepreneurial and passionate and action oriented. And being able to hold yourself accountable, maintain your resources, your energetic frequencies in the midst of other people's opinions, other frequencies that are no longer in alignment with who you're becoming. So you can pull yourself out of whatever is no longer serving you and anchor into some fresh, stable, forward-facing, inspired, tangible opportunities. Okay? So that you're no longer really being influenced by opinions and frequencies that no longer serve you. You're pulling yourself out of that. You're having the clarity necessary to see how that does not serve your greatest good. That does not align in the frequency of who you're becoming. Okay? So as we're moving, the Scorpionic energy is all about transformation. So there's this opportunity for you to really transform your ability to stand in your own power and your own leadership and trust yourself and know that where you're headed is really beautiful and things are coming together for you, so that anything that isn't in alignment with what you perceive as your future self, it's just going to fall away. It's just going to, it's going to leave your life. And that's going to be potentially a difficult experience for you, but it's also going to liberate you in a way that opens up a whole lot of new, fresh opportunity. It's like an immediate shift. It's like things are going to go away and you're going to be like, that difficulty in that experience is also going to give you a whole lot of clarity and a whole lot of new, fresh opportunity. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. This is you really moving in a really good direction for yourself. The only ace that isn't here is the Ace of Cups. So I think that really what you're focusing right now is not on developing a relationship in terms of a romantic relationship. Maybe you are, I don't know, but this is all about you really creating a beautiful life for yourself, whether you're in a relationship or not, whether you have a romantic relationship or not. This is about you really conserving your own resources, your mental capacity, your ability to pull yourself into a space of real, like, internal what's the word? Like, when you're really doing the work on yourself to really create something beautiful for yourself, it keeps you from being, really wasting your time and energy on anything that isn't serving you. And that might feel difficult to those around you who you may have spent your time and energy around, who no longer are in alignment with who you're becoming. And that adversity, that experience is going to feel uncomfortable as you go through these changes, but it's going to open up something very beautiful, something very integrated with who you're becoming. So in that face of adversity, just trust that you are headed in a beautiful, fresh, new direction. And once you get there, once you arrive to that space, once you get to that opportunity of enlightenment, once you start to really come out of this portal that I've been talking about, because you're at the end of it, you're at the end of this cycle, once you start really seeing what is this big open opportunity in front of you, this much grander expression of who you're becoming, you're going to then really, things are going to start to come together really beautifully. So be here now, you see clearly, and think on your feet. Yeah, so just be able to, like, you're moving and shaking here because you're able to be present and see clearly how you need to be able to, there's a lot of Aries energy. So King of Wands, Knight of Wands, Foxy Spirit, the Emperor. There's some, like, you're gonna have to be able to be like what, like I said, you're gonna be like peaks and valleys. So there's gonna have to be some real, intentional, integral, thoughtful, fast-moving, clarity that you're getting. It's like you're really having to think on your feet and having to really use your intellect and your wit and your ability to step into your power and utilize the resources that you have in your tools to help you navigate this terrain, whatever this adversity is that you're confronted with. It's going to be really important that you continue to stay focused and keep it pushing and not get too bogged down in the noise and the challenge of what it is that you're experiencing. Like, how can I describe this? There's a lot of people's opinions about how we should be living our lives right now, and there's a lot of polarization in that frequency. And so if it doesn't serve you, don't waste your time having any communication with how to convince somebody to see your perspective, how to try to sell who you are to somebody who is caught up in their own ways of thinking and being, because you can just really conserve your energy and continue to focus on who it is that you're becoming and where it is that you're going and what it is that is your truth and clarity and what is good for you, and no longer wasting your time and your energy on conflicting messages, things things that are over with. Move on, keep it pushing. You're not obligated to be committed to anything that doesn't serve you, that doesn't feel good to you, out of, some sort of guilt or whatever it is, that mindsets that have kept you small. Oh, well, this person did this for me, so I need to do this. No more of that. Step into your power, see your truth, live your path. Just continue to keep it pushing. Be here now, see things clearly, and move and shake, man. Move and shake. All right, you guys, I hope there was a message in this reading. I hope you have a good weekend. Hang in there. We're all in this together. Just remember that we're all in this together. All right, you guys, see you later.